Welcome, 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 my friends, family, community, and everybody who is joining me on this journey to get body lovin'. Welcome to the third official episode of this series, Loving Your Body Through the Holiday Seasons, where I give you 1 to 3 easy to follow practical steps that you can go home and immediately implement into your life to prepare for the holiday seasons, how to love your body, heal your relationship with food, and prepare for the new year in the best way possible to set you up for long-term success. I'm going to show you the intro video. If you haven't already seen it, you can click above here to see it first and know exactly what loving your body through the holiday season is all about. And you can also click it in the description, as well as video number 1, which is gonna help you declutter your space, declutter your mind, declutter your social media, so you can prepare to invite in all of the good energy that you want to embody this holiday season. So this is all a sequence. It's all a series that builds on itself to help set you up for success in the best way possible. So you are not gonna want to miss videos number 1 and 2, and then come back to the third video when you are ready. And it will be here, I will be here. There's no right or wrong time to start, because this, although it's tailored towards what's currently happening in a lot of our lives, which is the holiday seasons and big food feasts and food celebrations and a bunch of sweet treats, this is really relevant for anybody at any point in their life when they want to heal their relationship with food. So that being said, you can go ahead and check the other 2 videos out up here down below, also in a playlist on my YouTube channel. And today we're gonna dive into video 3, which is shutting off food rules. So you can go ahead and grab out your notebook and grab out your pen, write body love it notes, and you can write step number 2, shutting off food rules. We are now ready to start inviting in the practices and strategies that are going to help us, because we have already decluttered our space and we are ready for the energy. Into it. One of my favorite books when it comes to healing your relationship with food is a book called The Intuitive Eating Book by Evelyn Tribole and Elise Reschke. I hope I didn't bomb that. And it talks about the 10 principles of becoming an intuitive eater. I would recommend this book to everybody if you struggle with your relationship with food, body image, or have these toxic inner thoughts trying to create rules around what you're eating. But what I want to do in this video is take a couple of the principles in that book and really break them down so you know how you can apply them to your life today to start setting yourself up for success now, transforming your mindset now. And these are also very beneficial to use when you are in the circumstance or the situation that makes you uncomfortable. If you're staring at a big plate of food or a big table of different foods, this right here, what I'm about to share with you, is going to help. So if you are excited, will you just take 2 seconds and click the like button so I know that this is a video that's gonna help you or that you're interested in. So the principle is simply shutting off food rules. I'm gonna break a myth here. I'm gonna bust a myth. There is no such thing as bad or good foods. I know, crazy, right? There's no such thing as bad or good foods. We've all heard somebody who said, oh, I was really bad today. Oh, I was really good today. Or maybe you've had an experience with this yourself. And I want to ask, bad to who? You were bad to who? To the made up food rules that you created in your head to keep you in an obsessive mindset? That's what that leads me to believe, and I know because I have been there along with many other people. Sure, there are more nutritious foods and less nutritious foods, but I am a firm believer that all foods have a place in our diets. More nutritious foods maybe nourish our body and give us energy, but more processed foods nourish our soul. I don't know about you guys, but chocolate Chocolate sure as heck nourishes my soul, and I'm not planning on stopping eating chocolate ever, or chips ever, or salad or hearty soups ever though. Every food nourishes something, and that is a simple mind trick that you can remind yourself and tell yourself when you feel like you need it, or when you find your mindset going back into the realm of good and bad and I should or I shouldn't. There's so much gray area to be spoken about. And even if it's not commonly spoken about, I want to open up the playing field so all of us can have a discussion about this. Because if you feel this way, or have felt this way, or know anybody who's felt this way, one, show them this video and the whole series, because we really want to create a nice and welcoming community for anybody who struggles with their relationship with food. But you're also normal for feeling that way. You're totally normal for feeling that way. If you hear little barks, my dog is staring at herself through the TV screen. She can see her reflection and she's barking at it. She's like, who the heck is that? It's so funny. I should show her. So I just wanted to preface that first, because this demoralizing self-talk is not going to get us to where we want to be unless we change our mindset to one of that of love and acceptance, and knowing that nothing is perfect and there's room for everything. So what does this look like in action, and how can you go home today and begin to apply this? Write this down. You are going to give yourself full permission to eat. Give yourself full permission to eat. Now you might be thinking, either that sounds scary, or what do you mean by that? I'm going to share a story with you about the first time I gave myself full permission to eat. And it's because when you release the ties to food, and the food is no longer in control, and you allow yourself to have that forbidden food, or food that was off limits, you realize eventually that that food will lose its power over you, because we always want the things that we can't have. This is something that is in our DNA, it's in our biology, going back to our childhood. Leia, down. Good girl.
Get this thing going, little pup.
Just as I suspected, how to change the battery. But what I was saying is, give yourself full permission to eat, and even if it seems scary right now, over time you will come to realize that the food will lose its power, because you know that it's always going to be there. It's always available for you to eat when you want it. And of course, on the sideline, we're going to be training our taste buds and incorporating healthy foods. But the desire of that forbidden food is going to diminish and diminish. I do want to put a little disclaimer here beforehand and say that if you are on a specific diet, or have to eat a certain way, or do a certain thing as protocol by a doctor or a nutritionist or something of that sort, then of course this would apply to you differently, or not at all. So I can't make the call from your healthcare professional. And I did want to put that disclaimer beforehand. But I do believe that there's also room to challenge some beliefs that we've put in place before. Because the thought of just allowing yourself full permission to eat can sound extremely scary. But if you want any opportunity to heal your relationship with food, your weight has to be put on the back burner. You have to put it on the back burner. Your weight will even itself out with whatever's healthy for you as you change your mindset. Because the weight is not the problem. The weight is a symptom of a problem. And the problem, the deeply rooted cause, has got to be solved. So you cannot be in a mindset of, oh, I have to forbid this food or else I'm going to gain weight, or you will never heal your relationship with food. And you can jot that down as a little note, and I hope this isn't coming off as super rude, but I was there. I suffered for so long, and I don't want other people to go through that to the extent that I did. So that's why I'm sharing it with you like this. The weight will even out where it's supposed to, but you need to heal your relationship with food first. And I understand that there are levels to this, and some people might have this at more of a severe point, or have gotten more severe experiences with this, but nonetheless, it's a very good thing to just gain knowledge about and be enlightened about. So I want to tell you about the first time that I gave myself full permission to eat. I literally remember because I wrote it on my calendar and I was like, oh my God, I get to give myself full permission to eat today? Ooh. And I was so excited. And I was so nervous at first, but I knew that I needed to do it for my mental health. So I wrote a day in my calendar and I was like, on Tuesday of next week, I'm gonna give myself full permission to eat. So the day comes and I am ecstatic. I'm so excited. I get to eat whatever I want. This is so exciting. So I go to the store, I go to Safeway, and I head straight to my favorite aisle, the chip aisle. And I'm looking at all these chips and I'm like, what am I gonna get today? What am I gonna get today? I was gonna get all kinds of stuff. But the craziest thing happened. I didn't want any of the food. Everything had lost its power in that moment. I was looking and scanning across all of the chips that I normally would have demolished and devoured. And I looked at them and I thought to myself, I don't even really want chips right now. I just knew that they were always a food that I had tried to stop myself from eating and had forbidden myself from eating. And so I thought that that's what I wanted, but it wasn't. And so I left the store that day with nothing. I did not have anything. And it was such a mind-blowing moment. And even if it doesn't sound like that big or significant, I guarantee you it was. Coming from a place of not having a healthy relationship with food or body image or my mindset, it was such a liberating feeling. I was so proud of myself. I wrote it in my journal, and later that night I went to the store and got Pringles and ice cream and ate it all. But that's not the point, because a little step in the right direction is exactly where you want to be. So just keep that in mind. I was going to offer another tip in this video, but I want this to truly be something that you have time to practice. This one tip and this one little mindset switch of not having good or bad foods. This can be something that takes you a week to try out, a month, however long you see fit, but I wanted to give you this information at your fingertips before the new year happens. So maybe you're gonna write down in your calendar, today I'm gonna give myself full permission to eat whatever I want, or I'm just gonna order something on a menu because it sounds good, not because it says low fat or because you think it doesn't have a lot of calories, but because it sounds good and it's genuinely what you want. Or maybe you're just gonna go pick up a dessert that you want because you want it without trying to forbid yourself from eating it. I'm not saying you're not gonna feel disgusting after if you just have a full blowout. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that a small win and taking back the control that you have over your mindset and over food is a great thing. And if that means eating 3 cupcakes or a whole pizza to yourself, then that's a decision that you're gonna have to make for yourself. And again, remember the disclaimer of there are certain people who this might not be relevant to, but for the majority of people who want to heal their mindset around this, that's what I would recommend. And that's what I want you guys to practice today. So if you enjoyed this, got any little tiny piece of value from it, will you please take 2 seconds right now to press the like button and also press the notification bell button, because this is a whole series that builds on itself and everything is going to be strategically uploaded to give you tips that you need in a certain order to help you leading up to the holidays and these big food feasts, during them, and even heading into the new year. So I hope that this tip gave you something to go home with and try immediately. If you know somebody in your life that can benefit from this, please share this series with them just so we can start to open up the conversation around body image and food and anything along those lines. I would love to invite them here. And remember, you can also always email me your stories and your questions. I will leave my email below and right here. I'm here for you. This doesn't have to be a taboo topic. This is a very real thing and we can heal together. So subscribe to this channel, comment below what you thought was the most valuable, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, sending my love.